I'm Paul Carter, and I have more than 30 years under the bar slinging iron. As a guy that spent a lot of years in competitive powerlifting, I got tired of feeling achy, tired, and beat up, mentally drained from consistently having to put more and more weight on the bar. But I still wanted to have an efficient training method that combined all the modalities that I'd worked with over the years into a single way of training that I could go into the gym 3 days a week and kick ass every day. Doesn't matter how old you are, doesn't matter your training experience, doesn't matter what equipment that you have. You want to be able to have high quality workouts that push you towards your goals in the least amount of time. So you can go into the gym, kick ass, and get jacked in 3. I'm going to give you a training split where you're going to train 3 days a week, but it's going to be a 4-day split. And what I mean by that is you're going to train the first week your upper body, and then you're going to train your lower body, and then you're going to train your upper body again. And then you're going to rotate in the next week, and you're going to train your lower body, and then upper body, and then lower body again. So over the course of 2 weeks, the upper body and lower body sessions are going to even out. But you're also going to train arms every day. You're going to have a rotation of movements that you do from one upper body session to the next lower body session on upper body. For example, day 1, upper body 1, you might do bench presses and lat pull downs. But then the next time you go in to do upper body, you might do incline press or rows. So what's a high level overview of each workout look like? Well, you're going to go in and pick a compound movement that you're going to do for a large muscle group like chest. And then you're going to follow that up with an isolation exercise. After that, you're going to do another compound movement for something like back and follow that up with an isolation exercise. You hit some bis and tris, and then you'll go home. So let's talk about accumulative volume training, what it is and why it's productive. It's a simple and effective method that I designed where I could condense everything from my warm-up sets to my work sets to my intensity methods all into a single set that I end up calling a round. Normally for most people when they walk into the gym, they do a traditional warm-up where they add some weight, do a few reps, and then rest a few minutes between sets where they continue pyramiding up to a top set that they're going to work on. With the cumulative volume training, you're going to have something called rounds and hops. You're going to essentially condense all of those things into one big giant set that consists of multiple hops, which makes up the one big round that's a working set. So you'd walk into the gym, and let's say you're doing incline press, and you add a 25-pound plate on each side, and you do 6 to 8 reps. You're then going to immediately slap on 25 to each side with minimal rest, and you're going to do another 6 to 8 reps. You'll continue adding weight in that method with minimal rest times until you work up to a top set of 6 to 8 reps that's pretty close to failure. After about a 3-minute rest, you're going to repeat this process starting from the bottom again. After that, you'll just do a couple of straight sets of an isolation movement or maybe one other compound movement. For example, on leg day, if you do leg press and you add a weight to each side and you work up to your top set, after that you might do squats for 1 set, 2 top sets, maximum. So a great question is, how many hops should I do in a round? That really all depends. It's going to depend on your level of experience and your strength levels. It's also going to depend on the movement selection that you're using at the moment. So some people may be throwing on 10-pound plates, or some people may be throwing on 45-pound plates. If you're doing something like side laterals, you're only going to be making 5-pound jumps all the way up. If you're doing something like leg press, it could be 45-pound plates. So it really is all going to depend. However, if I had to throw out a suggestion for you, most likely for upper body movements, it's going to be around 8 hops per round. And for lower body movements, it's actually going to be more depending on your strength level. So it could be anywhere between 10 to 12 hops per round. So the program's pretty simple, but all of the different facets of it make it incredibly effective and productive. Go in for the next 4 weeks, implement this program, pour every ounce of intensity that you have into it, and make it happen. You want to be able to have high quality workouts that push you towards your goals in the least amount of time. These are my training methods. This is how I train. So I'm giving you everything that you need that I know works. That way you can go into the gym, kick ass, and get jacked in 3. Jacked in 3. Available